All right, folks. For this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to use census data. And just as a fair warning, they just switched over to a new portal, so the portal's a little bit buggy. So I've got a certain way that I'm going to show you how to do things. So the first thing you got to do is go to the central portal, which is going to be census.gov. Okay, and we want to explore data main. Okay. So from here, I'm going to be downloading some data for our group research project. I'm just going to go to Elkhart County, Indiana. That's basically going to take us to an overview. What I'm going to do is go to this DP05. Okay. So this is an example of, because I just clicked on the demographic and housing estimates for the entire county. So this is an example of the type of data you can get from the census. So I want to download some specific data. I I clicked on maps, and I want to go to census blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this filter. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that you can think you're selecting something I found on this website so far. But going through this filter is the only way that you really know if you're selecting something or not. So I'm going to go to geography. I'm going to go to block group. Excuse me. So that's smaller than census tract, and block group is the smallest unit you could still get data for. So I'm going to block group, and I'm going to tell them where to look. Go to Indiana. Go to Elkhart County, all block groups within Elkhart County. Okay. So you can see down here, I've got all block groups within Elkhart County, Indiana. So you'll want to pay attention to these filters that you have on while you're searching for data. Okay, so there's my geography. My topics, let's just say income, income and poverty. Okay, so that's going to be my topic. You could select years if you had a specific year in mind. You could select what kind of survey, what kind of survey you want the data from. We're just going to leave all that default. Okay, so right now all I've set for my filters is all block groups within Elkhart County and income. So we're going to go to tables. Let's go to all first. So let's see here. Okay, let's go to maps. I don't know why it dumps you out in Kansas rather than where you selected your block groups to be. So here I'm zooming in. So you can see all of our block groups here. And okay, so and here are all the different, see, it says 426 results, all the different data that meet our criteria. So I'm just going to look for mean income in the past 12 months. Okay. And this is a common thing. I don't know why this is the case. But so I'll select on this and it'll tell me there's no data. If I go to tables, I go to customize table. So when this happens, there's a couple different things you can do. So, and again, I have been running into this issue that it hasn't been letting me download data right off the bat. So let's check our filters. We can turn on that survey if we want. That doesn't really change much for us. It's really our only option. So income and poverty, all block groups within Elkhart County, 5-year estimate detailed tables. Okay, topics are income and poverty. Okay, so let's hide that. Okay, so then you can see the settings we have up here, the American Community Survey. And then 2018, census block groups. Let's see here. Let's just go to so actually one thing that I've been doing, and this might be the case, one thing that I've been doing that I've found helps to make sure that we actually do have data is I'm going to clear the geography. Then I'm going to go in there and hand select the block groups. So it seems like when you're using block groups, it can be a little bit trouble. And so I'm just gonna, don't necessarily look at which block groups I'm selecting and say, okay, those are the block groups I need. I'm just gonna select a few to show you how to manually go in and select block groups. Okay, so you just click on them and you say select there. This is gonna get a little boring for you, but I'm gonna basically, I found this is the most reliable when you're dealing with a small number of block groups like we are. I found this is the most reliable way to pare down the data, because for some reason, if you don't do this, it will select the total, it'll select the data sets that you have by county. So it'll include the data sets that are just present for Elkhart County itself, which you don't really want because you want them to be varying per block group here. And again, I'm not going to select all of the block groups that you'll necessarily need. I'm just kind of showing you how to do this. This is just a demonstration. So yeah, so let's say these are the block groups I need. Okay, so now let's go back to filter. Okay, income and poverty, and then all of these are the block group selections. So let's go to tables. Okay. I'm looking for a data set that I want to download. Let's do poverty status in the past 12 months by age. And I have been running into this issue. So let's do a little troubleshooting here. Okay. Okay, so now we're seeing the data show up. Let's check our filters. So income and poverty. And we're just looking at those particular, we're just looking at those particular block groups. So let's go back to our table. Let's go to customize table, transpose table. Looks like we have this might not be just for so there's our 17 geographies. Yeah, for some reason I have been running into these issues. So I'm just going to mess around a little bit here. This is going to make this video longer than it needs to be. But yeah, this website has been buggy. So if I go back to the map. Okay. So we've chosen our blocks. And yeah, so we should be able to, it should be choosing data according to our filters down here. You would hope so. Yeah, sorry about that. So I don't exactly know why this was working just a minute ago. So what can we try here? We could let's go to our filter, geography. We could do census tract or even county. So we could say Elkhart County. I can take away these specific geographies here. Because the data are much more available when you go up to county level. I'm just seeing if we can get something working here. Okay. So, and our number of results have increased like you'd think. Poverty status, there's Elkhart County right there. So you've got the total poverty status the past 12 months, total, below poverty level, and then percent below poverty level. Okay. So let's see if we go to download this. Let's see what happens. Okay. So it's downloading that just fine. So that's getting us at the county level. So let's go back. So we've got it working at the county level. So let's go back and add a filter. Let's do block groups again. All block groups in Elkhart County. Okay. So you notice all block groups are selected. What happens if we click on that? Yeah, it is not updated. This is a common issue that I've been seeing here. It is not updated with our filter. So let's just see, even though the table hasn't updated, let's see what we get. So it'll be very easy to see if it's county data or oh, yeah, this is one county. Yeah, this is county data. There's only one row, so this is the old data here. Okay. So let's go back. So yeah, we are. Okay, let's go back to the map. Get it spitting us out in Kansas. So we're saying block groups. Okay, we don't have the geography selected there. Yeah, so what I don't see. Okay, let's just clear all. So let's just start this geography again. Geography, block group, Indiana, Elkhart County, all block groups within Elkhart County. I'm not getting that geography to select. Okay, there we go. For some reason, I had to switch off of it and switch back onto it again. So again, one of those little quirks of the website. And then let's just go to income and earnings. Let's go to earnings. So I'm not doing anything different. I just had to play with the website a little bit. So it looks like once you get this lit up, that means that there is actually data. It's actually plotting the data. And so looks like now we found some stuff. So per capita income in the past 12 months. Okay, so that looks like something we might want to download. Okay. So let's go to the table. Okay, customize the table. So we want it to be transposed, so that's correct, because we want block groups going down this way. And we don't have the margins of error on there, because we don't need that for our map, though they are still on here. Let's see if we can try to get them off. Well, it may or may not be on. Okay, so this is looking good. So let's go ahead and download. get downloaded as a CSV. Okay, now we're working here. So the big issue we were having was that the website was not updating my filter choice. Okay. All right, so now we should have some data. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay. So we now have data by block group, per capita income. We can get rid of the margin of error. Okay. So we've got that for each block group in the county. All right, so next I'll show you how to get a shapefile and how to put that all together in QGIS.